Welcome to Pageant Live. It's Lisa Opie here, and today I am with your Miss Teen United States in New York. And guess what? She actually represented Miss New York at the Teen United States pageant. Welcome, Andreia.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's funny because actually interviewing with you and on Pageant Live was actually on my Miss Teen United States bucket list. So yeah, check.
Oh, awesome. We can check that one off. Now, this isn't our first interview because I actually got to interview you at Miss Teen United States for this job, and you were just amazing. So I have to know, do you have any good interview tips?
My main interview tip I would definitely have to say to just be genuine, because I feel like judges or just anyone in general can see right through someone if they're not being genuine. So I know people say like be yourself and all that stuff, but definitely just be genuine. So.
And I totally agree with that. As a judge, I saw a lot of girls just reciting their resume to me, and I wanted somebody with a personality. I know I was intimidating, but you were great. So be genuine, girls. Be yourselves. So what have you been up to since then?
Well, I've been up to actually a whole lot. Besides, I'm a full-time student in college, and I've pretty much been doing a whole lot of stuff regarding my platform and making sure that I'm constantly doing appearances with my platform and without my platform. So I've been really trying to keep busy and make my year the absolute best it can be.
Awesome. So Miss United States is a platform-based pageant. What is your platform, and tell me about it?
So my platform is something that I'm really passionate about. It works with students that have a disability. So I started this organization, a chapter within the organization Best Buddies at my university. And so what we do is we pair up college students with a student that has an intellectual or developmental disability for like a one-to-one friendship. So like anything that you would do with your best friend, you would do with your buddy. And through that, they've really built their self-esteem, built their self-confidence, because besides their family, their friends, their caretakers, teachers, they really don't have anyone else. So I'm really using my platform and my voice as Miss United States to really let people know, social inclusion is something that needs to be accepted and needs to be done for absolutely anyone, no matter what their disability is, no matter who they are or anything like that.
That is just amazing, and I feel like Best Buddies is something where everybody can get involved in. So do you have any tips for our viewers out there on how they can get involved?
Honestly, I feel like it just starts very small and very little. If you see someone that you may have a disability, honestly, don't shut them out, because you never know, they can be one of your best friends. They can do absolutely anything that we can do. They have passions like we do. They're no different. And so I feel like people really need to get that through their mind, and I feel like that's a great starting place.
I definitely agree. So I have a question. What got you involved in pageantry?
It's funny because I haven't been doing pageantry for very long. My first pageant was in 2013, and previous I was doing acting. So my drama club director was like, "Hey, have you tried pageantry before?" And I was like, "No, not really." And so I was like, "All right, I'll give it I'll try." So I ended up competing in my very first pageant. I placed top 15, and then I fell in love with just the pageant world and all the girls that I met. And I was like, okay, I'm definitely doing this again. And Miss Teen New York United States was only my second pageant. And then, of course, Miss Teen United States was my third pageant. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, that is amazing. And that just goes to show that, being genuine definitely gets you the crown. Yes. So, did you have a coach?
Well, competing for my very first pageant and going into Teen New York United States, I actually did not have a coach. I just Googled everything, and I just watched a whole lot of interviews. I feel like the best way to learn is observing. So I was looking at, previous pageant competitors and just really looking at what they were doing, how they were, walking and everything like that, and kind of learning through mimicking. But of course, preparing for Teen United States, I did have a coach, and her name is Graziella Barata, and she was phenomenal. So.
Awesome. So I've been following your journey as Miss Teen United States. I've seen you in Atlanta, Virginia, everywhere, North Carolina. Where was your favorite place that you've been so far?
My favorite place would absolutely have to be North Carolina, because that's when I really got a chance to reunite with all my United States sister queens, and we had such a great time. Everyone there was so hospitable, and the Panthers had just won, so they were going to the Super Bowl. So everyone there was just super happy, and plus the weather was warm, and I'm from New York, so yeah, I really enjoyed that.
And speaking of New York, we're all here for Fashion Week. Are you super excited? Tell me, what are you up to this week?
I'm very excited for Fashion Week. Fall and winter Fashion Week has to absolutely be like my favorite time of the year, especially being in New York City. I'm actually attending a show tonight with a Hong Kong designer, and then hopefully going to the Sherry Hill show. So we'll see what else is in store.
Okay, so last question. A lot of people visit New York City, and I'm kind of new to the city, so what do you recommend doing?
I would definitely recommend you going to Little Italy because that is just personally my favorite place in the city. Spaghetti and meatballs is like my favorite thing in the entire world. So I know it's super weird, but it really is like my favorite thing in the entire world. So yeah, definitely go to Little Italy and try their homemade spaghetti and meatballs because it's the best thing ever.
Spaghetti is my favorite food. Okay, so Little Italy. Okay, last question. Sorry, I said the last one was the last one, but for real, the last one. Tell me about the Miss United States pageant coming up this year.
Well, we are very excited because the Miss United States organization is going under new directorship and, new branding and everything like that. So we're very excited that it's going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it will be in August. So, yeah, we're very excited. State pageants have already started up already. We've had the North and South Carolina one. We have Kansas and Tennessee coming up. So if you are interested, definitely go to UnitedStatesNationalPageants.com and see how you can sign up and hopefully meet me in August in Nevada.
Awesome. Thank you so much for this interview, Andrea.
Thank you, Lisa.
So excited for Fashion Week.